I also want to highlight one other area of significant progress, and it's not geographically focused. It's an area of progress that I simply call the ideological front. In the military, and we're very accustomed to thinking in terms of the close battle and the deep battle. Okay? This fight, this ideological fight, is the deep fight. That's the battle for hearts and minds, and it has a very deep time horizon. But over the past year or so, there is clear and mounting evidence that we have real cause for optimism. Some hardline religious leaders are speaking out against Al Qaeda's tactics and its ideology. And polling has shown that support for Al Qaeda and bin Laden is falling in many predominantly Muslim countries. In fact, more and more Muslims are pushing back against the senseless violence and flawed worldview of Al Qaeda. Credible, influential voices are refuting Al Qaeda's twisted justification for murdering innocents. These voices are tapping into doubts about Al Qaeda that have always been there. People understand that most victims of terrorism are Muslim, and they ask a simple question: what justifies this? The answer from Al Qaeda is one that a vast majority of people in the Islamic world simply now don't espouse. They don't support bin Laden's caliphate. They don't want to be governed as the Afghan people were governed by the Taliban. Even today, as we speak, in New York City, one of the most prominent voices in Islam, King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia, the keeper of the two holy places, is right now sponsoring and attending an international symposium on religious tolerance. I've always said that the civilized world will win this fight when we win the war of ideas. And so these developments are very, very promising. And I should underscore, okay, this conflict of ideas requires authentic voices. And in the world as we find it, in this conflict as we find it, authentic voices are Islamic voices. And what I've just referred to are Islamic voices speaking out against Al Qaeda.